The topic for today is simplifying radicals. So first, what is radicals? Radicals, it is an expression that uses a root such as square root, cube root, and so on and so forth. So first, what is root? A square root of a number is a value that, when multiplied by itself, gives the number. How many pairs of factor are there in one set? That is root. There are three components of a radical expression. First is radicand. Radicands are the ones that is inside the square root symbol. It is the one that you are trying to find the root of. The second is radical symbol. The radical symbol means square root, the root of. The length of the horizontal bar is important. Degree or index. The number of times the radicand is multiplied by itself. How do we simplify radicals? Do not overcomplicate things, because when we say this, we get nervous because this is a square root. Actually, it is easy if you know the basic multiplication, division, most especially if you memorize the radical table. On this topic, I am going to teach you using the factor tree because there are two types of simplifying radicals. The first one is factoring and the second one is the factor tree. Example number 1. Square root of 49. When we simplify square root of 49, it is 7 times 7 because when we multiply 7 to itself, we will get the number 49. So it means 49 is a perfect square. Why it becomes tricky? Because sometimes the given are not perfect squares. So how do we solve that? We will still just factor the radicals using the factor tree. Square root of 12. When we factor it, we will get 6 if we divide it into 2. So the other factors are 2 and 6. So 6 is still divisible into 2. So we will, to get the number 6, it is simply 2 times 3. There are two pairs of two factors. These pairs can be brought out from the radical sign. Those factors who doesn't have a pair will be left inside the radical sign. So square root of 12 is equal to 2 square root of 3. Factor bigger numbers. Square root of 222. 222 is divisible into 2. So we will get 2 and 111. 111 is divisible into 3. If we divide 111, we will get 37. So 3 times 37. In this case, 37 is not divisible into any number. Since there are no same factors that form a pair, we will just copy it. The answer will be square root of 222. On this fourth example, square root of 104. So 104 is divisible into 2. So 52 is the answer if we divide 104 into 2. Still, 52 is still divisible into 2. So 52 divided by 2 is equals to 26. 26 is still divisible into 2. It is 13. So 2 times 13 is equals to 26. But 13 is not divisible into 2 anymore or any numbers. Therefore, we will end here. So as we can see, there are factors that made a pair. It is number 2. So to find the square root, to find the other term, is we will just multiply the 2 and 13. So we will get 26. 2 times 13 is equals to 26. So the final answer will be 2 square root of 26. Cube root. The same concept still applies here, but this time we need three pairs before we can bring it out. In this example, it is cube root of 81. 81 is divisible into 3. So if we divide 81 into 3, we will get 27. 27 is divisible into 3 also. If we divide 27 into 3, we will get 9. 9 is also divisible by 3. If we divide 9 into 3, the answer is 3. As we can see, there are 3 sets of number 3, or 3 pairs, or a group of 3. Therefore, this group or this pair will be brought outside the radical sign. So the answer is 3 cube root of 3. On this 6th example, it is cube root of 250. So 250 is divisible into 2, which is 125. If we divide 250 into 2, we will get 125. So 125 is divisible into 5. It is 25. If we multiply 5 into 25, or 25 into 5, we will get the answer 125. Still, 25 is still divisible into 5, which is 5 times 5. In this example, you can see a group of 3, which is number 5. These 3 can be brought outside the radical sign. So therefore, the number 2 doesn't have a pair. It means he will stay inside, or it will remain inside the radical sign. So therefore, the answer is 5 cube root of 2. How about if the variables have expressions? The same concept applies, but this time, we don't need to factor the variables. On this example, we can see that it is square root of x squared. If we expand the expression, it will give us x times x. Since the radical is square root, therefore, we will group the expressions into 2. And those who have pairs, we will bring it out from the radical sign. Those that will have no pair will remain inside the radical sign. So for this, square root of x times x, we will bring out this because it is a pair. So it is x. There's no square root anymore because the square root is always have a missing side or missing one. Therefore, we will not write it here. Para mas maintindihan maigi ang concept nito, ang ibig sabihin lamang nito ay katulad ng sa barkada. Sa barkada, kapag meron ng kapartner or kagrupo, labas na. Ganun lang. Or parang sa boat is sinking. Pag sinabing group yourselves into 2, kung sino yung walang kapartner, siya yung may iwan. Or siya yung tatanggal kung sa laro. Pero when it comes to simplifying radicals, kung sino yung walang pair, siya yung may iwan dun sa loob ng radical sign. On this example, it is written square root of x raised to 6, y raised to 4, z raised to 2. First, we are going to expand and group the elements. First, let's write down expand the x raised to 6. X raised to 6 means we need to multiply x 6 times to itself. So therefore, we will write x 6 times. Also the same with y raised to 4. Y raised to 4 means we multiply y 4 times into itself. Therefore, we will write y 4 times. The same with z squared. Z squared means we multiply z to itself. So therefore, we will write z 2 times. So first, after we expand it, we need to group